Hi and welcome back to the organizing tip of the day. Today we're doing children's toys in a toy room. You don't necessarily have to have a toy room to take these tips. You could use your living room as well. I'm a little embarrassed to say this room is very, very crowded. I try to keep most of the toys in the house that are downstairs in this room. We do have a slide and chairs and horses and other toys in the living room as well. But again, I try to keep most of them in this room, so it is a little crowded. I know. It's awful, but I just can't get rid of anything. So I'm going to quickly show you how I organize it. And I am definitely a big fan of using shelves as opposed to bins and baskets and totes on the floor. And the reason is children generally will dump the totes out on the floor or dig through and throw things on the ground to try to find a toy on the bottom, which creates mess and clutter. And it also is hard to teach a child the importance of respecting a toy if it's on the bottom of a bin, getting broken or toys piled on top. And we have some very specific toy rules here, and that is you always put the toys at the end of the day back where they go. No throwing a toy, no purposely smashing and breaking a toy. It's really important that my children respect their belongings, and the daycare children respect the belongings as well, and it's working. And at the end of every day at 4:30, the kids pick up the toys all by themselves and are able to put them back right in their spot. And I'll show you how they do that. You can see here we do have some shelving unit, and it's actually an old bar. I just cut the bar part off and turned it around, and voila, you have a free shelving unit. I painted it black, and there you go. So if I stand back, you can see all the toys that are on the shelving unit. I rotate them weekly or as the children want them. If they want another toy down, I'll take the toy off and put this toy on the shelf, and you get the idea. And we have, of course, our ball pit here inside there, and our baby center here. Again, we have way too much stuff, but too many babies. But the kids know if they have babies out or bottles or diapers or whatever, they know that this is the section where the babies go. So it's so important to always keep like items with like items. Cars all go in one section of your room. Tools all go in one section of the room. Baby stuff all goes in one section of the room. It's much easier for small children to know where to put things back if it's all segregated in different sections like that. Even my 1-year-old can pick up her own toys and put them all back exactly where they go. So, also, these are from the dollar store. They're great. You get the longer ones for more money, but I actually like these ones from the dollar store better because they're short and the kids can't, again, reach them and pull them down on themselves. So when they want something out of it, they just ask, and I'll take the toys down and they can play with them. And then it goes back up when they're done. All of our animals are kept in our animal hospital. I actually saw this idea at school when we went to visit Isabel's JK classroom. They just use these very inexpensive $15 racks, and we put all the pet stuff in there and we hook them up, and every morning we feed the pets and give them their shots and give them their needles. But I do keep all of this stuff up high until it's time to play with it and bring it down. It just minimizes the clutter that way. We do have a tickle trunk for dress up. Lots of fun inside there. Costumes, and then their hats and necklaces and things are hung above. Over in this section here, I keep all of the Play-Doh and Play-Doh cutters and books that I don't mind if they get wrecked right here in the toy room, and the children know exactly where they go at the craft table. This is a neat trick. This actually was a broken keyboard for a Leapster, Clickstart, and that's just an old keyboard we don't use anymore. That's actually one of their favorite toys, and it's free. You just use old broken keyboards, and they pretend that they're going to work. They actually fight over them. It's insanity. Probably one of their absolute favorite toys, and it's free. I recommend trying it. So I'm going to show you the embarrassment right here. We actually got this shelving here from Home Depot. It's closet shelving. It costs less than $100. But it's very sturdy. We hang it up high enough that the kids can't reach, and this is where the toy rotation things go. We also, of course, have some in a closet, but this is where the majority of them are. So kids will ask me if they want something off the shelf, and we rotate it down to the black shelf, or I just bring it down to the floor for them to play with. Now this here, as you can see, is a Megablock Castle divider. I got that for like $15. $15 off Kijiji. And the reason I love the divider is because we're always having different things inside of it. So the kids climb through the opening and there's always something different going on in there. So right now you can see that we have the kitchen in here. Keep all the little tiny dishes and things up high until we play Tea Party. Just, again, minimizes the clutter, but they have lots of food and dishes and pots and pans down there to play with. Then we have this little toy divider, and it's very important if you do have something like this that you always keep like with likes. So in the bottom we have cars, then we have trains, all the dinosaurs, all the extra food, all the baby items, and all the action figures together. And then, of course, the tool center here. And see, they've got lots of room behind the divider to play with the toys. But the divider just makes whatever inside seem kind of cool. Sometimes we make it behind the castle, we bring the babies in there, we make that the house. Sometimes we make it the grocery store. We use our little shopping carts and go grocery shopping. It just depends. We always make it something new and fun for the kids to play with, again with toy rotation. And the reason you want to do that, or even switching around your room sometimes, is just to keep it new and fresh for the kids without having to constantly buy them new toys. Absolutely love the idea of toy rotation. I think that's it. Those are your tips of the day, and we'll see you next time.